All right, folks. Today we have a piece of black walnut that we're going to turn. Since we're working with a piece that's pretty much into form, this should be a lot more straightforward. What I'm going to work with here to start is finding the center. This is a center finder, and great little tool for getting yourself on the right mark. And you just pick several different spots, and eventually you find what is the approximate center of the piece that you're working on, right about there. All right, so we're gonna tighten this on here. I would prefer to be working with a mortise or a tenon, just because that will hold it much more tightly. So I'm gonna start off just like this, without the chuck and jaws, and just give it a whirl. One of the things that's extremely important anytime you're turning on the lathe or using power tools is to have proper ear protection. I prefer this myself. Seems to do the trick. I'll go over to the real deal. All right, so what I'm trying to do over here is take just a little bit of the wobble out of the wood and make it so that it's completely perpendicular to the ground here from an angle perspective. The way this log was cut was at a diagonal, and I want it to be straight up and down. And so to get it so that it's going to turn at a higher speed, what I want to do over here is create a tenon. And so what I've done is I've taken down the wood to a point here where I actually have a little knob tenon that I can use to hook up the jaw, because basically what I'm trying to do is hook on to something a little bit sturdier. And I think this tenon is going to be small enough, but I'm not 100% sure. So I'm just tightening up around that tenon that I created. And it's ready to go. this is some feed and wax, Howard wood polish and conditioner, beeswax and orange oil, and it really brings out the shine and the luster in wood. I enjoy it quite a bit. It makes your work look fabulous. One of the things I like to do in some instances with this is torch it afterwards, and that also brings out a little bit more color. So here it is, the finished product. Quite heavy. It's a little green. I actually didn't realize that it was wet, so it's gonna probably have some deformation. In fact, you can already see some of the deformation just due to the expansion and contraction process with it drying out a little bit more. But it's got a lot of interesting character to it, and I'm pretty happy with the way that it turned out overall. I definitely hope this one finds a happy home somewhere.